Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's cause he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go! At the money, now you're raw, what you getting in? Perfect Plex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, it's a one-stop shop. Matter of fact, let me give you more choices. You could call in and be the voice with the voiceless. So what you waiting on? Let's get it cracking. Let's talk wrestling, that's enough rapping. Perfect Plex Radio. Simply, we about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go!
And we are live, people. Welcome to Unpopular Reviews, celebrating their 4 years on the air. Congratulations to Unpopular Review, the executive consultant. Bad Guy Jack, or Jack Panther, he goes by this Vic. Vic, see the Superior. I mean, the whole crew, the whole team. Dave, I mean, Wrestling Dog. C, Captain Shakespeare. Oh, my God. But y'all are tuned in right now to Mike Knoxxx. Rebranding Perfect Plex Talk Radio to the Mike Knoxxx Show. Welcome to the Mike Knoxxx Show, people. Today, you are welcome to the penitentiary because we're going to talk about the 2 greatest tag teams, people. Listen to me. This ain't just of a generation. I'm going to step and beyond that today. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go a step and beyond that today because it's more than generational to me with these 2 tag teams. It's more than that. It has to be more than that. I know it's more than that. Yeah. I like producers that play stuff. See, I am going in today because the and the New Day collectively, they're bigger than the Road Warriors. I know what I just said. I'm 47 years old. Come on, welcome to the Mike Knoxxx Show. 3 X's. I'm gonna tell you while I'm hardcore. Also, on this program today, you think I can forget about AEW? I can't have an okay week going into Full Gear. We're going to talk about the week in wrestling. And 17 years ago, every Mexican wrestler since him has been compared to him. But there's only one Eddie Guerrero. Remembering the late, great Eddie Guerrero. The week in pro wrestling, all that and then some. Right here. Unpopular Review, 4 years? Damn. See? Come on. Talk to me. And as we welcome in, I know he likes that song, right? He only likes club songs because he don't know the good songs because he can't rock out with his poop out. You know what I mean? Let you watch it on Saturday on the cock. It's coming. Next premium live event. But welcome to the program today, Mr. Hey, ho, ho, the executive consultant himself. What's going on? But you're muted. You're still muted. Why are you muted? Going in. He's going in.
I can't believe you let me talk all that shit and nobody can even hear me.
But he couldn't get hard. What's up? Welcome to the program, man.
What's going on? I love the jersey you're wearing, man. Love the jersey. Undefeated. We'll be undefeated again after we defeat the Commanders tonight. But you said something that's going to sound very controversial. You said the USO'S and the New Day are 2 of the
No,
greatest.
I didn't say 2 of the greatest. They are 1 and 1A of the greatest tag teams in wrestling history. And here's why. Here's one of my reasons why. Please. Welcome to the Mike Knoxxx Show. 3 X's, y'all. Because it's like when I went to go see Wakanda Forever. You have to take what you want out of a film and judge the film clearly on its merits of the film. And when you judge wrestling, I know people are going to say, well, no, they didn't get a Road Warrior pop. No one gets a War Warrior pop. What about the Hart Foundation? Oh my God, the British Bulldogs, the Slater brothers. It's like LeBron James. I hate to admit this, but it's going to be the truth in about 15 to 25 years. He will be bigger than Michael Jordan because the narrative's going to speak it so. So just get off your wagons now. Put the stake out the grass. Come back, you are not been relieving your duties. Wakanda forever. The Usos and the New Day are the greatest two tag teams, like Charlotte Flair being the greatest women's wrestler. Of all time. So we'll talk about that. Full Gear and all that and stuff, but what a week. Happy anniversary, guys. This is your baby. Hold on. On the Mike Knoxxx Show, I'm going to give you the throne.
That won't be necessary, but I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Baby.
4 years of Unpopular Review. Hopefully continue 4 more years of Unpopular Review. And we like to thank everybody that has stuck with us from the beginning, the middle, and no end is near. We're actually revamping a little bit ourselves right now. And we'll be back bigger, better than ever very, very soon. But thank you, everybody, for sticking with us here at Unpopular Review and watching all our products, including the very own Mike Knoxxx Show. Perfect Plex Radio. Looking forward to being on this episode. Looking forward to talking about some stuff.
I don't know if I can share that question in the YouTube. I just can't do that. I mean, it's on pop review. I mean, I gave it to you. There you go.
Speaking of people who've been around for a while, that person right there has actually watched for a while. He changed his name, but he asks the same questions.
All the time?
Oh my gosh!
Well, he might want to go get a Gigi or Phoebe or something and wax it. Get yourself one. What's going on, Dennis?
He hangs outside the performance center and he waits for the trash to be taken out. That's all I want to say.
I like that, Dennis. You don't normally agree with me. You always stick around. I admire that. I admire those who don't agree with me that stick around. All right, what's going on, bro? Do not put DC before I put Marvel. I just don't. I don't have a preference. Yes, Vaughn Jr. I saw your message backstage. Usos and New Day over the Legion of Doom, and I'm going to tell you why. It's progression. It's progression. I'm gonna. Oh, this is on Unpopular Review, right? Oh, you're on this side now. You're on Unpopular Review, right?
Facts.
24 Karat is a better album than Thriller. Didn't say I like it better than Thriller. That's not what I'm saying. But as we evolve, like, that fake Avatar that's coming out, it has to evolve. Only Avatar we recognize is Aang, the last Airbender. But as we evolve, it is. Sorry, it's unpopular, but it's the truth. Let's take our feelings out of things. That's the problem. Someone like myself who wears his heart on his sleeve, I'm taking my feelings out of things when it comes to things. That's why it's the Mike Knoxxx Show. Here on Perfect Plex Radio, Unpopular Review. 4 years. What's going on, Charmaine? So yeah, let's just go right into it. Enough of my. All right, I'm switching sides. Feel weird, you over here. You got to be on this. All right.
I'm fine with that. I didn't want to do first chair.
The week in wrestling. You know what I mean? You know what? And I'm just gonna do it like this because AEW, they got their pay-per-view coming up.
Full Gear.
All right, so good for them. Full Gear is coming, and I think AEW, for me recently, has done some things I've been really happy with. Personally.
Let's hear this.
Okay, so indulge me. All right. And because I did. I'm taking it. You don't like AEW. You always dish on it.
I don't dislike AEW. I dislike their fans, but AEW does some things correct, and then some things they leave me with my head scratched.
It's always room for Jello. Bill Murray. Ghostbusters.
I got a big question for you. You haven't been seen on AEW television since the firm's brutal attack. So, with your big match heading into Full Gear for the World Heavyweight title, how you feeling?
How am I feeling? After the firm attacked me in a very cowardice fashion, doctors informed me that if I wanted to be 110% come Full Gear, I definitely shouldn't be traveling on the road. And to be frank, the only thing I'm worried about is that match at Full Gear against John Moxley. That throne is for the taking, and I'm the one who's going to take it. I'm so sick of waiting my turn. Ever since I entered AEW, I've had to get the spotlight stolen from me in my big moments. My first ever singles pay-per-view match, the spotlight was on a neck tattoo.
Wow. On a
Sir
neck
William
tattoo.
Regal. How old was I when we first met? 25, 26? I mean, who is MJF? It's hard to figure out. He seems to be having some kind of existential identity crisis right now. Who exactly is MJF? We know the MJF that he shows to the world. He dresses very nice. He wears a fake diamond ring. He wears clothes his mom bought for him at JCPenney. He wants to put on the air of somebody rich and successful. He talks the talk of a big-time world champion pro wrestler, the kind he wants to be. But dude, I actually am a multi-millionaire, multi-time world champion, so you can't fool me.
In picture, we saw W. Morrissey, a difference maker behind the referee's back.
No doubt about it. Big Boot Jones right there, right to the mush.
Hey, I tell you, Morrissey's a difference maker. He really is. Many levels. Look at that. We saw Stokely Hathaway. He came out with the gun club, or excuse me, the guns. He dapped him up for a hook on run, a reversal. And he's just too. Oh no! Oh, onto the back of Caster. Together, and Taz, just what I said earlier, when they click, Swerve and Our Glory are unstoppable.
Yeah, that definitely, that double team deal was tremendous chemistry there, cohesiveness.
Look at this teamwork. And Swerve with the tornado to the floor.
Caster, watch Caster.
Max Caster, Mike drop, and here it is, Big Rig.
The real one.
The cover by Bowens, 2 and 3. Yeah. Our main event continues here, and Ty Mello just ejected from ringside after laying her hands on the official Bryce Remsburg.
Yeah, she infected the pin cover and pulled the referee out, and she just got chucked out of here.
And this match still even at 1 fall apiece. 1 for Guevara, 1 for Danielson.
And you can see how split open the head is. He's got to watch as he's reaching. That could be called a tap if he reaches and his hand falls.
That's a good call. Good call. There we go, Ron. There we go.
You know,
Instead now, Danielson adjusts his grip. Both arms captured.
Ron is going to have to tap his shoulder on top of his foot. He's out. Wow.
Yeah. AEW. Now, that match between Danielson and Guevara, I'm not a Sammy guy. I'm not. But Sammy Guevara be winning me over sometimes. So, like, I want to like the
actually,
guy.
he's very good. I'm not a fan of his size, but he's actually very, very good.
He is very good. He doesn't, to me, put on bad matches. He just doesn't. I just don't like, I would say, what I know of him as the person.
Correct.
I don't like. You know what I mean?
Which is universal at this point.
Yeah. So, those are kind of things that frustrates me. But I definitely, the thing with MJF, I like the podcast promo that way. I thought that was different. I thought that was really good. Everybody knows I am a Moxley guy.
Yeah.
All right. Didn't like the whole JC Penney's your mom thing. That's why I kind of chose that. I was like, come on, that was a little. I mean,
him mentioning he was a multimillionaire also kind of threw me off because it's like,
that's
where
him either.
are you trying to be a heel now?
Well, they MJF a face.
Is MJF a face?
I think they're dumb for not making him a face. He can do, if he's a face, he's over as hell. He can always be a heel like that.
I believe he's still a heel. I believe he does. You're going to see that Full Gear when the firm backs him up. Yeah,
it comes back. That what you think?
It was just
this that would be MJF like, right? I'm here either way. I like no matter what MJF does, no matter what Moxley, let's not have exploding barbed wire matches. I like everything they do together. Or they have done. And I thought the promo he cut about Cody was good. Him and Cody are friends. You know what I mean? So I thought he really came in like, the neck tattoo in the eyes of the social media overshadowed, his big match. I thought that was funny and great.
And 100% factual because that's what happened.
So I wanted to give AEW their props this week, and I'm probably gonna do that from time to time for those who think I don't watch AEW or talk about it enough. I'm always gonna focus on the Mike Knoxxx Show on Perfect Plex Talk Radio, the big things. You know what I mean? That's where we're gearing towards, year 4 and things just being different and just moving things into a better place. And I'm going to stick with those things. And that's why I want to stay with today. And I see your questions and your comments coming in. Come on. Want to talk about AEW? Bring it on. What else? Shariah. Sorry. I you thought I was going to let you out of here? It's like when I watch with Captain Shakespeare. And every time I see Josh, for those who watch the challenge, I'm going to always talk about Josh or Facel. Okay? I'm going to talk about Shariah every week. I never, ever comment on something I've never seen. Never do it. Hate it. I hate people who do it. I know who y'all are. You know who you are. It's just why. I read a post that said, and y'all say Shariah can't cut a promo. And without even seeing it, I commented and she still can't. Right? So I had to feel obligated, because I don't do those kind of things, to go watch the segment with her and Britt Baker. I never thought I would say that Britt Baker out-promoted someone, but she out-promoted her and made her look bad. And Paige having to pull into I went up and down the highways and the byways while the camera was rolling and embarrassed myself in front of 1 million people. No, you're not having a condom was the embarrassing part. It wasn't a threesome. It was the job was nasty without contraceptives. Threesomes happen every day. Wear a condom. Okay? That was nasty. Okay? Shit. So other than that, Shariah, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay? She's happy. She's back. She can wrestle. Okay, I know y'all like Paige. I'm sorry. I think it's bigger that Emma is back than Paige.
Okay, now I got to stop you, because that's damn right disrespectful. Okay? Paige coming back is a big thing in women's wrestling. Emma coming back, no. Like, I can't believe they brought her back. I just watched SmackDown. I just had the time to watch SmackDown about an hour ago. I'm going to go to the second. Because he hasn't been talked about, especially by me. And I'm going to get on trips in a second. Okay? But I'm sorry. I've never liked Paige in the sense of being a fan of her. I always say this, and I think I have to be fair when I say this for those who are new to the audience and things like that, because I do speak a big bravado, but I'm very keen. I'm very cautious. I'm very aware of talent. Okay, this is nothing but what I see. Okay, and I respect every wrestler, even the ones I loathe. Okay, when someone says who's your favorite wrestler, who you at least hate a wrestler, I don't really have a least favorite hater or my favorite at this point. I'm 47 years old. I like professional wrestling. Okay, But Paige Shariah has never done it for me on any level. Her streaming, the women's revolution, the everything she has been given and has earned, I was never a fan of. My biggest moment with her didn't even feature her. It was the movie she came out with the Rock and them and Vince Vaughn. Okay, that's the best thing about her I've ever noticed. Okay, and I'm just being honest. Never been a fan. Okay, so for me, this wasn't that big, but that's what Tony Khan does. You got Papa's pay, book. Everybody else is trying to play Powerball for $2 billion. He got $2 billion to go spend and waste. And getting her to me is a waste. She's not a needle turner. She's not. But she actually sold a ton of merchandise when she was in WWE.
Yeah,
a ton of merchandise. But this return has fallen a bit flat.
What's her name? What do people know her by?
Paige.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and it's not turned into Paige. No. She I don't know. It does feel kind of flat. I hate to be that guy that says it's because it's AEW, not WWE, but I really feel like that's part of it. I feel like her name was, she was in the business before she went to WWE, but her name was mentioned. Not mentioned. I was reading that. Her name was made in WWE, and her injuries and everything, the ride was with WWE.
You fans, Stefan, bring your ass on here. I invite you and you only, Stefan. Come on. Anniversary time, baby.
Anniversary time. So anyway, that's it. But Emma returning, I still can't believe you said that. So
I was definitely joking. I saw.
Okay, I hope so.
I see them ahead of the Dudley boys for sure. I'm sorry. Why?
Here we go.
Let it be the conversation of the conversation. That's going to be this conversation on Unpopular Reviews, the Mike Knoxxx Show. We're going to talk about it. The USO'S and the New Day are the #1 tag teams in WWE history.
Arguably.
Is this the? I mean, what's the name of this show?
Okay. What? The Argue Show? Because you're over here spitting these fans.
Spitting hot fire. Die line.
That's more than 5.
Okay. AKA Hot Take Review. Hey, it's not a hot take, it's my take. Hello, my tag team partner from Family Feud. What's going on?
Then y'all lose.
AEW is cool. Yeah, we did lose. It's all right. I hope MJF wins. He is the man. He should beat John Moxley. Yeah, he should. I don't think he's going to win. I don't think he's going to win either. Hey, look at this. Hey, she's waving at Charmaine. Hey, MJF can't win the title yet. See, and that's my thing. I don't think it's time for him to win the title yet either. Have him battle the Firm. Huh? I don't want to say. I'm just not. I'm going to say it again. This is, you could say, because I say this all the time. It's my saying, and you can agree with me, okay? Every fan has a hater. And I'm your fan's favorite hater, okay? Because every fan has some haters out of them. I don't care what you say. Look up the word fan. Fan's not a word. The word's fanatic, which means crazy. Little boy blue, who left NXT, he got my job. I can do it better than him. So I won't like that Firm until he had to have his job. Prince Nana should have the Firm, in my opinion.
Really?
DMV, baby. Prince Nana should have the Firm. What's going on? Grand Body P. See? Hold on. Locked it. Oh, yes. See? This is why he has the second longest running podcast that people don't know about either. That's in the UK, baby. Billboards and shit. Okay? Because he understands why I be thinking I ain't have to say nothing. It's right there. That's Mike, why did I show you a comment? Damn shame.
It's arguable.
No, it's everything's arguable. Chocolate versus vanilla is arguable. Fat chicks versus skinny chicks is arguable.
Skinny chicks.
You know what's not arguable? What you tell you size don't matter. She's lying. Okay? That ain't arguable.
I hope she's not lying.
Okay. That would be so boss if the whole thing with him and the Firm is a fake. That would be. It would be.
I think it is. I think it's a way for him to remain heel because he was getting cheered every single week. And he was trying hard in a lot of these promos since he's been back to be a heel. And they just still cheer and love him. So
now, what led to today's conversation? And I'm gonna build this up like fine wine, like you guys should be doing. You should warm the pot up. Don't just go in. All right, little saliva. That's not how you started with it. You gotta play some music. You know what I mean? Dance with her. I'm giving y'all some tips. Write it down, okay? Because some of y'all don't know what you're doing. You know, spend time. Warm the pot up first. I'm gonna do with that. I'm gonna do with my version of why they're the greatest tag team. Because this weekend wrestling was dominated by them. Dominated. There's a pay-per-view coming this weekend. And the biggest story in professional wrestling was Monday when we got off of this program. I can see Vaughn's head backstage without seeing Vaughn's head shaking his head. When you saw how Raw opened up and the hot fire that was being spit between the two greatest tag teams of all time, I loved when the USO'S, the New Day, he said, y'all wouldn't be here without us. You know what I'm saying? And Kofi Mania from the USO's perspective, y'all wouldn't have Kofi Mania without us declining to take that title match back, right? It was so much history between these two teams that it's this how you know this is real. That's real shit right there. They're family. And I've always said, what's the best dance partners? Well, arguably it's them. That's their best dance partners, each other. All right? And when you look at what these teams have done and what they did on Raw, and not just what they did on Raw, okay? I thought overall, Raw was just really, really solid last week, Chris.
Mm-hmm. I know you were a favorite of it. I thought it flowed.
Well, except for the one thing that everybody got on, right? And that's the U.S. title.
Seth Rollins. Oh, okay, because Austin Theory cashed in and lost.
Like even my kids were like dumbfounded, right? So, and I like KME's comments he put on post wrestling. He said, it read like, this is a burial, but it's not the end of Austin Theory. Because I still think Austin Theory is one of the biggest stars they have that's an up-and-coming star, hands down. But it's good to in the professional wrestling world, we don't know what's going on backstage. We can always speculate, and that's what I don't do. Hashtag depth of dirt sheets. Get it, learn it, learn to live it. And that's the perspective of he might be an asshole backstage. And he had to get humbled, right? No one knew about the things about Randy Orton until years later. Because we didn't have, and even those dirt sheets back then were like real shit. It was like real people in the business exposing shit. Okay, you back in like 99, 98, 2000, them shits was real back then. You was getting those news. That was real tips. Right. You're not getting real tips now. No rib tips.
People make up stuff because they gotta have stuff like this.
Yeah. So, but when you look at these teams and this history and what they put on display last week, going in to SmackDown, starting off the show, 3 commercial breaks. It's how could they not be the ones that let this show? Because I think enough is not given. I mean, damn, we got Wakanda Forever just came out. The #1 movie in the world. Again. I saw it twice. So nice. Had to see it twice. Not a rapper, though. Yeah. Because you're a loser.
I was just busy.
No, you went drinking.
Busy.
It's priorities, huh?
Yeah.
That's all.
Exactly.
Makes your boat float. But that's where I want to go. I'm gonna take a commercial break. Okay. After you tell me your thoughts of wrestling, I'm gonna take a commercial break together, and then come back and get into why they're the #1 tag teams in the world.
I thought the last week was pretty good. Like I said, I just watched SmackDown a couple of hours ago.
So that's fresh in your mind then. Did you not like SmackDown besides Sarah Logan? That's what we do. Thank you. Pause. Flag on the play. Triple H, you gotta stop. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't care. Those who know me know. Those who don't, you're going to now know. I have been the biggest component of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Paul Levesque from jump. I'm talking about from every step when y'all still didn't trust him here, and I knew he would lead NXT in the right direction before y'all. Y'all didn't like him before NXT. So don't lie and say you did, because you didn't.
That's correct.
Okay?
Triple H was very hated.
He was very hated until NXT.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden people started loving him.
And rightfully so. It was a different product than what WWE was doing. It was what people wanted to see. It was what we knew he came from. I think Raw can be that in time, but it can't be with the same. Everybody can't get bought back that was fired. That's my only problem. And I get certain emphasis. You know what I mean? I can never say their name right. Del Phasm. I get bringing them up. Right? And I think they're better with
Legado del Fantasma.
Del Phantasm, whatever they mama call them, that's what they are. All right? I think they're better with the Queen, Zelina Vega. Okay? But
who was smoking out on Friday.
The Beyonce weave was on point. Okay? So, but damn, Sarah Logan sucked before. I get now their Viking. I get the Viking Raiders are finally getting the push they should have always got. Yeah. Okay? I think it's been like that when they had that bout with the New Day. They had this match on SmackDown. I thought was very creative and how it came up. I was hoping that a pay-per-view that Sunday was the Castle John. I wanted more from what that SmackDown one was. But Triple H, I mean, I know Boston's coming, but I have to wait for Boston to go to Boston? Seriously?
Are we sure that they're coming though?
No, at this point, I don't know. I think Sasha's, ribbing me with her Instagram and stuff that she's putting out there. It's so vague. At this point, she may show up in AEW for all I know. Yeah. Okay? I don't think nothing's signed. So I said from the beginning that Triple H had to do two things that made more sense than anything. That was bringing back Bray Wyatt. Thank you. You fucking did it. And that was bringing back Sasha Banks and Naomi. And I'm being honest with you, I pause when I say Naomi part because I think, for what it's worth, I love her, respect one of my daughter's favorite wrestlers of all time. I don't think she's that needed or missed. But Sasha Banks is. And some would say she's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at best on people's all-times list.
She is.
So you got to bring her back, Triple H. No one cares about Emma. Sorry, Dice ain't here. That's his girl. Sorry. Hey, Dice, you got your girl. I don't care about any of them. All right, it's yours.
I'm glad you mentioned Sarah Logan. I completely forgot, blocked out my memory. Everybody knows I'm not a fan of Sarah Logan. I think she's
look like she stink.
Yeah, but she is the wife of one of the Viking Raiders, and
why does it always have to be the excuse when somebody says that? As soon as I tell somebody they brought back Sarah Logan, well, she's married to the guy. Okay,
right, to Rowan. So therefore, right, it made sense for her to come back. I think this role is going to fit her very well. They need to boost up the tag team division anyway. I'm not a fan of the Viking Raiders' charisma on the main roster. That's their problem. Solid act, not a fan of charisma. Second, everybody that comes up has to attack a hit row. What's going on, right? Legado del Fantasma just came back. He attacked a hit row, then they lost. I don't understand. I'm starting not to understand the booking we have going on here. We have Bray Wyatt having his first feud with LA Knight. I'm a big LA Knight fan. I don't think this is a good first feud for LA Knight.
LA Knight's going to get knighted. LA Knight is going to get knighted. He might be in the Riot 6.
Yeah, it
doesn't look good for him.
Does not look good. I'm a little worried about that. But I am excited for the war games between the Bloodline and the Brawling Brutes, plus Drew McIntyre. Now, the news did break that Kevin Owens was injured, and I did believe he was going to be the fifth person. I think it's going to be interesting to see, but I think it's going to be really, really good, and I'm looking forward. I've never been a fan of Roman Reigns versus Sheamus. I've never been a fan of that, of their feuds. I think you said, were you the one that told me you were a big fan of I'm
a Sheamus guy.
Yeah, but his group that he had with him.
Oh, I love the Brawling Brutes. Oh, which one? I love everything Sheamus did. The League of Nations,
all
that.
You were a fan
League
of
Nations.
I was not.
Shit. Oh no,
and I loved every one of those wrestlers
individually.
They should have been goated. Every one of those wrestlers
individually. They should have been goated. They should have been goated. That tag team was that faction was amazing. They didn't get a chance to live and shine.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a good match of War Games. I might be there. Don't know. We'll see.
17 years ago, y'all. We lost.
Eddie. Still hurts a lot of people's heart to this day.
To this day.
They still chant him. They still constantly refer to him every time somebody does the Three Amigos. I'm sick of watching Rey Mysterio matches sometimes because of it, but whatever.
Well, you know what?
Very oozy.
That was a great segment.
It was a great segment. I heard somebody tell me they didn't like that segment. I was wanting to say, what the? Like, are you kidding me? I wish I had that when C said that she thought Black Panther 2 was better than Black Panther 1.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, and then my man Scott said the same thing. Like, I agree with her. Like, okay, God. You people.
I haven't seen it yet. Might watch it tonight. We'll see.
Then might. He's supposed to watch it Thursday, y'all, Friday, y'all, Saturday, and Sunday. He don't care. So every time he tells me he's going to go see. Here, tell me one more time you're going to go see this movie.
I'm going to go see this movie. I'm going to see it tonight.
Have the insights to do it.
I should have known that was coming.
We'll be right back, y'all. Perfect Plex Talk.
So I think the next segment was Brutus, right? Or am I missing something?
Oh, how you gonna skip past the match of the night? This match was like within the first minute, Axiom was doing things I just don't see human beings do. And I was telling Bad Guy how I really do see he's like a baby Rey Mysterio. He is so quick, one of the most fluid men I've ever seen in between those ropes. This match was everything. The minute I saw that they were wrestling, I had a euphoric moment. Because I knew that I was gonna just see an outrageously good match. And they didn't even, if they had more time, can you imagine? Like, I'm losing my mind. Like, I was like a match.
And Nani throw you in, but you don't throw Jay and Michelle, don't throw Nani and Banana in. They throw in Darrell and Veronica, which was rightfully so. They came to the game late, right? Plus Darrell. I'm looking at this. Same thing with Jordan, with Anissa. Same thing with Veronica and Darrell, who I picked Darrell. They're not going to win. They're escaping by because of who they are. Veronica, as you saw, roly-poling in the water, okay? And you don't know nothing about Anissa. Anissa has a lot of heart, but you see her. Let's just be honest here. She was just competing on the All-Stars, where she should be. That's the older people, like myself. When you got this guy right here, first of all, his name is Kim. And Colleen Fessel's going to miss them late night floating devices that he laid on so much every night.
Why, you can't swim?
Well, Colleen had him. He didn't need to. From our Fessel. Fattel's going to miss him.
Oh, those okay. No,
Yo, it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man, NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Von.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is King Von Jr. on behalf of Perfect Plex Talk Radio and the Victorious Ones podcast. I'm here to give you the week in wrestling history. First and foremost, congratulations to USO'S for becoming the longest reigning tag team champions in WWE history. But of course, moving on. November 13th, 1995, WCW World in Japan took place. In 2005, of course, was the untimely death of wrestling legend Latino Heat Leyenda, the legendary Eddie Guerrero, at only the age of 38. Still to this day, it still hurts. In 2006, Raw in Manchester took place, where Rated RKO defeated Ric Flair and Roddy Piper to become the World Tag Team Champions. In 2019, the WrestleMania 36 tickets sold, and of course, we all know what happened with that. It was first WrestleMania without any fans. And of course, November 14th, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels wins the WWF Intercontinental Championship by defeating the British Bulldog on Saturday night's main event in 1992. In 1999, Survivor Series, Kurt Angle makes his debut. 2005, November 14th, 2005 was the Eddie Guerrero tribute show on Raw. On November 14th, 2017, Charlotte wins the SmackDown Women's Championship by defeating Natalya. November 15th, The Rock wins the WWF Championship for the first time at Survivor Series that year, defeating Mankind in the finals. November 16th, Undertaker's biker gimmick was buried alive at Survivor Series 2003. Survivor Series 2020, Drew McIntyre defeats Randy Orton to regain the WWE Championship. November 18th, 2001, WWE defeats the Alliance at Survivor Series. And in 2012, The Shield made their debut. As far as birthdays, November 13th, Tanahashi turns 46. November 14th, Parker turns 57. November 14th, Matt Bloom turns 50. November 15th, the late great Macho Man Randy Savage will turn 70. November 15th, Tegan Knox turns 28. November 17th, Mercedes Martinez turns 42. And that is it for your week in wrestling history. Mike Knoxxx, back to you.
Yo, it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man, NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Von.
Thank you, Vaughn, for that beautiful, beautiful week in wrestling history.
A lot of Survivor Series history.
A lot of Survivor Series history because, this is the infamous picture. WCW. He spelled it out. And I will always say it. And I'm just being honest in my wrestling love. Brett screwed Brett.
He did.
I hate it. I hate to say it. It sucks. What happened to him, it was bullshit. Both were wrong, 100%. I just believe in the show must go on. And I just thought that should have happened there. Make sure you follow us on all those social media platforms right there. Watching live on YouTube, Facebook. Listen to us on all the podcast networks. You got a podcast. It's a network. We're right there. All right. So, also, Raw's going to turn 30. Look at that. I thought that logo was so Raw is Mike Knoxxx. When I saw that logo, I was like, hell. That's why WrestleMania 30 is my favorite WrestleMania of all time. It's the stage. It got 3 X's on it, baby. Welcome to the Mike Knoxxx Show. But there's a comment that was posted earlier from Grand Body P in the UK. Okay. Where's the comments go? I thought I started it because he spoke perfectly about this moment. Christopher, do you mind reading that for me, please?
Locked in, I heard the Charlotte line, and yes, New Day Usos, greatest tag teams of all time. I think about what they have done collectively inside and outside the ring. Road Warriors never achieved that. Okay, there are more resources now, but still.
As I said, we're in the year 2022. Okay. I have been following professional wrestling and being a fan of professional wrestling for 37, 38 years of that life. Where I can say I can remember, not that I, people say, "Yo, you're watching me using your knee high to a duck on your grandfather's knee." I don't remember that shit. All right. They say I'm a Cubs fan because my grandfather. I don't remember being on my granddaddy's lap watching the Cubs. Sorry, thank y'all for the memories that I don't remember. All right. So since I remember wrestling, it's been about 38 years. Okay. I've seen them come. I've seen them go. I've seen a lot of older wrestling. I've seen a lot of new wrestling. And unfortunately, time allows everything to change. Right. I will say this. Right. Because I like being honest. More than people, to get to know me, I'm very, very blunt and very honest with my thoughts and my opinions. And I'm saying this for a reason, as much as it pains me to say this. LeBron James is a more skilled basketball player than Michael Jordan. Doesn't mean he's a better basketball player, and he's not the GOAT. He will never be Michael Jordan because it doesn't have Michael Jordan's heart. And what makes Michael Jordan the GOAT in the majority of people's eyes has nothing to do with his athletic or his skill necessarily. It's how his approach to the game was and how he approached the game and his will to win. And it's what makes Kobe so loved. Even people who put Kobe over LeBron is because of that reason right there. And I said that to parallel that into saying Legion of Doom. Who would you say next to LOD, the Dudley Boys, and Edge and Christian? Right? I just named three of the best, right? Hold on. Make sure I'm somebody in there. I said Edge and Christian, Dudley Boys,
Hardys,
Legion of Doom, Heart Foundation. For me, I would go British Bulldog, but that's my number one favorite, by the way.
Yeah, that's your favorite. I remember.
Okay. Steiner Brothers.
Okay.
I'm at 7 here. Okay. Of the best tag teams of our team. Who you say?
Harlem Heat, maybe?
I would put Harlem Heat outside the top 10.
Okay. What about New Age Outlaws?
I would put them outside the top 10.
Okay. That's
around that. Okay.
The Smoking Guns.
Very funny.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I think one more would fit in there. So just for
Rock and Roll Express, the Midnight Express.
I would say Rock and Roll Express for argument's sake, but then you put the New Day and them in there, and that's 10 of the greatest tag teams of all time. Okay. Flip flop. Anybody want to flip flop? Flippity flop. I miss what was the name of that damn show? Empire. I miss Empire. Yeah. Should have finished it, damn it. But the Usos and the New Day, they have the benefit of those with flash photography a lot more than those who had the benefit of those with flash photography, because they didn't really have, they had the little cameras, you had to put them in a box, hope they come back right. That's a photography that they had at that time. Okay. These guys made a cereal called Bootios. Taste so goody, it make your booty, or something like this they were saying. Okay. And it's sold out. They make sure you're not booty. One of the greatest commercials of all time. They had it on JoJo's ass on her hips. They had the box of cereal on her hips. It was hilarious. And then you're looking at a tag team in the Usos that no one believed in. Let's just keep a spade a spade. No one really saw them little Rikishi's sons, okay? Uncle Keisha's sons coming through. I remember this because I proudly wear day one-ish. I proudly wear that. I wore it all up to WrestleMania in New Orleans. I don't know the numbers. The last one in New Orleans. Okay. Proudly when that shirt came out, because I've been a fan 34. Since day one. And I always say day one, but my man Phil's listening. He's Cody day one. I can never take that from that brother. When I was like, I don't know, he was like, yo, I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Then I caught on. So I always got to say I'm day 2 to that. It's okay to be day 2. Just admit that shit, y'all. Okay? Where was you at when these guys were right here? With the penny belts. To me, which are still the best. They're the same belts now, just different colors. I love those brown belts. They're Trojans going it. Gladiators, bitches. Mute yourself. Whoever came in the house all loud.
Then they do.
All right. Never forget the rap battle on SmackDown with Wale, a.k.a. Wale. I know his name is not Wale. I mean, not Wale. Okay. The Uso Penitentiary. That's when y'all started paying them brothers some attention. Keep it a bean. Keep it a buck. What y'all say? No cap. I hate that word, by the way. Team Love just used that shit. Damn, I might as well go ahead and dab for my son on that. That's how I coined that. Well, I hate the word cap. Fucking just say I ain't lying. You mean cap? No cap. But no cap, you capping. How about that? Okay. One of the best tag teams matches of all time. Oh, what's that? Fast Lanes? What year was that?
2017.
17? Woo!
No, that was 2019.
I don't know it. These brothers had stood tenfold with the cause. And this is important to me when they did this. Because we're talking about a company that didn't want them to be together. This is the part that they were talking about on Raw that I thought was so great. Right? A lot of older tag teams got the LOD got the benefit of booking. Right? And I get everybody gets the benefit of booking. That was a really, what the fuck are you talking about? I get it. Everybody gets booking.
Brothers in Destruction.
But they were just built to never lose. Right? Before the Ultimate Warrior, Legion of Doom was beating people while their song was still playing. WWE didn't invent that. LOD was already doing it. The Raw Warriors. I hate them being LOD personally. I just
really.
Hold on. No, I like it's the War Warriors. I don't like the name. Which one WWE came up with?
Legion of Doom.
I hate that. I like War Warriors. That's LOD is dumb to me. The War Warriors. Okay. I love those guys. I get all that. I have pictures with them. Okay. And there's some trumpers. All right. It's okay. Everybody ain't perfect. These two tag teams has elevated professional. And let me not forget this. I got this picture on purpose because Dr. D, right there in the middle, not the guy right over here to your left, next to the professor, between Kofi and Big E, my man, the wrestling marks of excellence. He's been on this show on my anniversary show. Dr. D's in this picture. He was there. He's always everywhere. I'm serious. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. If you ever seen a picture, if you name somebody you know, he got a picture with him. That's all I'm gonna say. You name him, he got a picture with him. I guarantee that shit. Okay? I don't know how he does it. But how can they not be? Greatest tag team titles of all time reigns. Now, catch me with this one and help me out. It sucks that Kevin Owens is hurt, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
They both passed Demolition?
Yes.
Okay. I thought
Demolition had it for like 381 days.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay. So, and I know people will say, look, it's the benefit of the bloodline. I'm not there with what Dice was saying, but I think the bloodline is a top 4, top 5 faction of all time already.
Arguable.
But you know who's not arguable for me as a faction right now? The New Day. We talked about that months ago. Where we put them at. What these brothers have accomplished. This picture right here says it all. There's a lot of fake in wrestling. There's been a lot of things made about wrestling when it comes to the ladies. No offense, ladies. I love you. Come here. Look at my face. Woo, woo, woo. But when y'all go out there and y'all know you're going to win y'all matches, y'all be crying before the matches even start. And that takes away, we know who going to win the match. This day, as they say, remain infamy in the history of like World War II for people.
Mm-hmm.
This will never forget the day that this happened to me because it was so emotional. Wrestling had never made me shed a tear. You see Xavier crying. I never thought it was going to happen. I know people say, oh, The Rock did it. And The Rock, there's that controversy line about The Rock. And although like church members, you got one foot in and one foot out, I'm on that side of the argument. Yeah, I get it. Rock is half black. I get it. That's not who they show me on Wrestling for The Rock. They don't show me that. They show me Samoan. And that man's last name is Johnson. They don't get more black than Johnson.
Soul Man.
Johnson. Rocky Johnson.
Soul Man.
Rocky Johnson. Soul Man Rocky Johnson. But they promote, which whatever, I don't care. So a lot of black folks don't count that. So that moment, it wasn't like Booker T won this title or that. It was the company that's running professional wrestling had never had a black champion. Where their company strapped until that moment. That moment right there. The New Day, the Usos, I dare. The chat is going insane. You can go ahead and attack them and let it play while you cool off. I heard the fan in the background. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Go ahead and read some comments.
Oh my gosh. There's a lot of comments up here. Let's go ahead and start off with Wild Samoans was not mentioned.
Hold on, stop. Take your time as you go through them, please. The Wild Samoans, I love them. Come on, stop. Brotherly love, what do I got to do with the tag team? Charmaine, why you always do that? You should talk about Empire. We were, and we went away. Those glasses are stupid. Hey, what's up, Willie? No, Willie, your post about Black Panther was stupid.
Whether these glasses are on, whether these glasses are off, I still can't see Willie on the show. So I don't need him to tell me about my glasses being stupid. I ate booty O's. All right. Fabulous Freebirds are booty.
Without the Freebirds, there wouldn't be a lot of tag teams. So I'm saying.
New Day included. The cereal tasted good, though. The New Day Rise was still a better. They're only getting this run because of Roman. Let's be clear.
Hold on. Pause. Falsehoods in the kingdom. Okay. And here's the falsehood you have right there, Willie. When Roman didn't have the push, well, Roman's always had his push. They were still being like this. Does this reign last right now because of the bloodline? I already said that. Okay. So piggyback on my comments. Thank you. But Willie, that happens though, brother, because who else you going? They're still the best tag team with or without Roman. That's been solidified. That's been proven. That's Sean. Go ahead. Just want to put that out there.
Let's see. New Day took trash and made it gold. That's it tastes like Lucky Charms. Wale, not Will.
I know his damn name.
Wale, don't disrespect DC.
I know his damn name, people.
Rest in peace, Takeover.
Okay, stop,
we too old.
Hey, which one of y'all been on Wale Mania? All right, shut the fuck up. Go ahead. Next.
We too old to use cap.
What do you say? Who? Everybody should be. No one should use cap, especially my old ass. Go ahead, Willie. Wait, is every comment, Willie? Please, can you not share Willie's comment?
The Usos can use our culture, but don't stand with us for real if we're being honest.
Say that one more time. The Usos
can use our culture, but don't stand with us for real if we're being honest.
And where have you seen that to prove your point? Because right now you're speaking speculation, which means you're an assumption, and we all know what an assumption is. Come on, what I like you, don't be an ass.
F the Road Warriors, they were racist. Shout out to Dr. D. That's the truth, Mike. Not sure what he's talking about. Willie said he just said
it. I think I said the truth.
New Day and the Usos flew well past demolition. This is facts. They have it's about to be 100 more days.
Okay, my bad.
A few weeks. This record ain't shit because ain't no real tag teams to face.
Keep that right there because I like when Spot chimes in. Brooklyn. Listen here, Spot. You hate WWE like you hate a man coming on to you. Next, go ahead.
There are a lot of tag teams. The Usos has been around since 2012.
Thank you, man. They beat them all.
8-time tag team champions, and they are right now in the longest reign of any tag team prior to them. Now, that being said, Usos put on very, very good matches.
Never don't.
Very good matches.
Never don't.
All different types of tag teams, shapes, and sizes. I cannot say there are no real tag teams to face. They just beaten them all. And that's why every 6 months, here comes the New Day again, and they get into another feud. And I've been saying it for the last 5 years. Most of their matches have been the last 5 years. They actually feuded before that. But the last 5 years, I've never seen them have a bad match ever.
And you know what happens when they come together? It's like watching Orton and seeing them all come together. It's like they stay away, but 6, 7, 8, 9 months down the line, you got it cross for whatever reason, and it's crossed this time. I didn't expect it. I didn't ask for it. I didn't want it, and damn it, I was glued to the fucking TV watching.
And it made sense for them to beat New Day for
because Xavier's that damn good. Mm-hmm. Xavier is so damn. The things that he said. This is what Vince wouldn't let. Well, let me take that back. That's not fair to Vince. To some credit, if you had Vince's trust, you could say whatever the fuck you want to say. Okay, you could. And so New Day, who didn't have a lot of things at the beginning, he was saying it was truthful. You know, Triple H's like, go ahead and let it all shine, man. They can't do no wrong. Their merchandise sales go through the roof. Okay, I bought my daughter a unicorn head. That's all I'm gonna say. Next comment.
They had a very good match at the beginning of the year at day one. People seem to forget about that match. They had a very good match, and that was the match of the night to me. So please understand.
So far, they're in two of the 7 matches of the year.
Yes, because they had a very good match with the Street Profits as well, right? Plus, I love the New Day and Usos Hell in a Cell. I always will mention that. That was one of my favorite Hell in a Cell matches. Fuck you. Okay, they need a woman to be top faction. I disagree with that, and I think when they start getting stale, they probably will add a woman because that's what Roman does.
I'm sorry. That.
Come on, Kister, keep reading. What do you keep laughing? What are you saying? What are you trying to say right now?
I'm just how Willie, stop. You gotta stop smoking that mid. Go ahead.
Charmaine says when Kofi won, rest in peace, Shad, and MVP was crying when Kofi won. This is actual.
Yes, that's right.
Question: how the hell you cash the money for the?
Well, I had a fight with that Charmaine too because I thought it was for a world title, and some wrestling peers who pay attention a lot more than you or I may have done said it's always been for any title.
The first time when there was Money in the Bank was made, they said it was for a
world title of your
choice.
They
said for the WWE Championship.
Yeah.
Then they changed it because you know how WWE does.
Yes.
Then they changed it, said world title.
Right.
They stopped it and made it sound like, I'm sorry, they stopped it and the fans made it sound like it can be for any championship. But he never officially said it can be
for a championship. Yeah. That's why they can go to NXT and everybody just assumed because it was the world title. So I get that the cash in theory didn't make any sense. Theory, pun intended. Because why? Well, we don't know why. He'll probably come on and tell us why he was mad at Steph. I want to take something from Steph because Steph was talking trash. I necessarily didn't hate it, to be honest with you. I'm just mad it was a cash in where he lost it. I didn't. If he'd have cashed it or tried to have felt like him cash in or won it, I wouldn't have gave two. If he'd have won it, I wouldn't have cared 2 shits. All right, because it furthers my speculation of why he did it. But losing it. That's why people say that Barrel and all that stuff is coming.
I don't mind him because realistically speaking, it's only one world title now. It's Roman Reigns.
And he's not getting off of Roman. And
so I understood why. I just didn't agree with him losing it. Seth Rollins is going to defend the United States title tonight against Finn Balor. That's what's just announced. Yeah, 7 o'clock.
There you go.
The Usos been down since day one. They've been very good since day one. The Usos used to have a very good feud with the Shield.
The Belgian Waffle Brothers look good. That's my
Legend Brothers. They don't have bad matches.
They don't.
Yep, I Like Wrestling is the new bar to watch WWE AEW pay-per-view. Yep, I Like Wrestling presents AEW Full Gear Party at All Stars Bar and Grill, 327 West 57th Street, between 8th and 9th Avenue. I will not be in attendance for that, but I hope everybody who's in New York will definitely check them out. It's a good time. And last, rest in peace to Jennifer Aniston's dad. He's a good actor. I still watch Days of Our Lives. Yes, rest in peace to John Aniston, Victor Kiriakis off of Days of Our Lives.
Yes, rest in peace,
very great character.
Yes, very good character. Very good character indeed. Just like Black Panther was good. You see my name. I may not change off of King Knoxxx. Yeah. I'm King Daddy Knoxxx anyway, so this is about time you guys all will know that now. So welcome to the rebranding of Perfect Plex Talk Radio, the Mike Knoxxx Show. Hope you guys like it. It's just, I realized after all these years, right, and it's getting old to me, to be honest. Like you're talking about, I can't say cat, Willie. I think it's crazy that I come from a generation where it was cool to have a fancy name. Like, I remember when everybody's show had to have a fancy name, right? And if you look at it, everybody's show got a fancy name. Nah, I don't need the fancy names no more. I've already made them. I pay for the logos. You know what I'm saying? Real logos with vectors and all other good shit. So until you spent money on your shit, don't come talk to me. If you spent $25, $45, $50, I know you're going to say, well, you just spent too much money and mine look just as good. No, it really don't. it just really don't. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just slicing. Listen, guys, Raw tonight, Eddie Guerrero, I want to talk a little bit more about him. And I do want to remember that. And just saying and remembering Eddie Guerrero, it's just to say that one of my proudest moments, I want to find it one of these weeks. I really, really am, is everybody know the night that I say that the BWO came out and showed out at SmackDown. Only clip I know I have here is this one.
Seriously, let me go over here and talk to the BWO real fast. Yeah. This is basic thugonomics.
That was the night that everybody recognized, let's go get belts like Mike Knoxxx and the Bulls and nephew Corey on them. I think he said the same time he just wasn't on TV. But from that point on, look at it's an epidemic now. Shit, it's a pandemic when it comes to wrestling championship belts. I'm just a little small peon in this thing called Kingdom of Wrestling belts. But that night also, and the 619 cam, I remember Raven Stewart had the 619 cam. Eddie Guerrero came out and same SmackDown episode, they panned it to us. And that's like one of my finest moments is like being at wrestling, and you spend as much money and time as I have spent on wrestling, and wrestlers actually interact with you that way, not in a groupie way. Like I've never tried to do that. Like even when I met the bull from Grown as Trevor, Superfly himself at the Wakanda premiere or opening weekend, I didn't act like a groupie. I asked some questions. I ain't gonna lie to him. Hey, I want to know. What's going on? You never know. I think I always have to act a certain way. So seeing those moments and being in those moments have always been great for me. You know what I mean? Getting to interview the late great Eddie Guerrero's wife, Vicky Guerrero, and talking it up with her and things like that. I've always offended that family. It's not disrespect towards Mysterio or anything else. I just like wrestling. I'm an idiot for wrestling. I'm a fanatic. I'm a moron. So I love calling Dominic Guerrero. You know what I mean? Even I went back and I watched he lost the match. So technically he is Dominic Mysterio because he lost the match to Rey Mysterio. He did win his son's name back. I always thought for some reason that Eddie won that match. I don't know why. I had to go back and watch it, and he actually lost that match. But Raw tonight, let me know it'd be on one eye because these 1.5 eyes gonna be on ESPN. That's my Philadelphia Eagles, baby. EAGLES.
Eagles.
Play tonight. Listen, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Do not wake up tomorrow morning and say to yourself, I love me some me and don't love God. We out of here, y'all. Happy anniversary to Unpopular Review and this man right here, King Consultant. We out of here, y'all. Fingers.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah. Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go! At the Monday Night Raw, what you getting in? Perfect Plex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, this a one-stop